This is Orban loudness meter. This is able to listen to the volume on multiple channels of audio all at once, right? So what you're seeing here is left front, right front, center, LFE, which is the bass, left side, left back, rear back, right? And there's different sounds being played through each of these channels. What up, everybody? Art here again with another Warzone 2 audio video. Today's Season 2 Reloaded update absolutely changed audio for the game. I'm going to go over all the important changes as well as new settings. First, the best thing to do is go back and watch the initial video on the 7.1 surround sound tweaks. You'll need to follow all of those steps and make a couple changes that I'll talk about later in the video. Before we get into it, if any of this seems too complex, I've linked a Calendly link below where you can book 30 minutes with me and I set it up for you. So far, everybody that's booked has had it to work. I've not failed with anyone yet. So if you want to skip all over the techno mumbo jumbo, you can. But it is very easy. The full video is linked in the description below. So one of the steps in the video, I described to all of you that you need to install ASIO Bridge and ASIO for all and use that to patch your cable through. There's an easier way that will work for some people. If you do not have the option I'm about to talk about, you must follow all those steps in that video and then come back here to this video for the updated settings. So what you need to do is, if you want to check before following all those steps, open the sounds control panel. The easiest way to do this is right-clicking the icon next to your clock, hitting sounds, and going to playback. This will only work on auxiliary outs and will not work on most optical outputs. If you select the speakers port, which is going to be the 3.5 out of your PC, and you click configure, if your motherboard supports 7.1 surround sound, it will be listed here. As you can see, mine does not, so I have to follow the steps of installing the hi-fi cable, using ASIO Bridge, clicking configure, and then configuring it for 7.1 surround sound. It's really important that you follow all the steps in my previous video because it has all of the pieces of software I need for these next files to work. So, linked in the description below, and in my Discord, which is also linked below, you'll find links to 2 text files that we'll use in Equalizer APO to apply all of my settings. I'm going to do it and start from scratch with you guys, so you can follow along. To get to the window I was just in, there was some confusion about this before. If you hit your Windows key and you type configuration, you'll find configuration editor. Open that application, and we'll start. Click the folder icon here, which is for open, and you'll want to delete your config.txt. You can now hit cancel. You can close the config file that you have open. These are the settings that will apply. So now you won't have that window open. We'll click open. You'll need to copy the artiswar_WZ2_S2R text file into this folder. So I'll delete mine here so you don't see it either. So now I have neither of those folders included. I will now navigate to where I have the backups of those files. I will select the config. I will select the config and the Artiswar Warzone 2 Season 2 Reloaded. I will hit copy and I will hit paste in here. Then I'll select config and click open. So this is what it should look like. What this is doing is it has the preset include, which is Equalizer's APO's way of saying, hey, listen to this text file. So this is doing the surround sound, the first step. The second one is the file with all of my settings included in it. This way it's an easy on and off. We do need to do one thing in that file, so we'll return back to open. We'll select the artiswar_WZ2_S2R_TXT and we'll hit open. Now, this is a whole bunch of settings and a whole bunch of crazy stuff, not a whole bunch you need to mess with here. What we're looking for are entries 4, 5, and 6. We'll click open panel. All you need to do is click apply automatically, hit apply, hit OK. And you'll want to do this for each of these VST plugins. So again, open panel, apply automatically, apply, OK. And on the final plugin, apply automatically, apply, OK. Once that's done, you don't need to do anything else in this file. you can close it and it will be applied through the second line item here, which applies those changes in that text file. Big shout out to GWalk. I'll link his channel below. He showed me this special tip of using settings in a pre-configured file, which should really speed up things for you guys. Now we have one more set of things to change in a different application. In the main guide video, I spoke about HeSuVi and how it does surround sound virtualization. Well, now that we're not locked to a stereo track in Call of Duty, we have to change a couple settings in that app. So again, you'll want to hit your Windows key, you'll type HES for HeSuVi, and you'll open the application. Now, these settings are automatically going to apply in Equalizer APO because of that first line item that says include HeSuVi.txt. So a couple things here will stay the same, and I'll make this larger on screen so it's easier to see. You'll want to keep Atmos minus, which is the Atmos flavor that doesn't have reverb. In the top right corner, you'll want to uncheck anything under upmix content and leave content format on automatic. On the bottom left, I've adjusted the front left and right speakers to -15, as well as the rear left and right speakers to -15. And I've set the front channel to 0 and LFE to 0. Now, the speaker placements, I'm not sure how much those are going to change, but the volume adjustments are something that I would really like the community to play with. I'm going to continue to test live on stream, and this is what gave the biggest change, at least on day one. So this might be subject to change. Go ahead and join the Discord, link in the description. I'll post most updates and things that I found out, so will the community in there. Now, 0 might be overkill, so if I release an update video in the next couple days that changes this, keep an eye out for it and don't call me crazy. I'm really just testing this and seeing how far we can push it. The other channel that I'm sure that we can leave safe at 0 is LFE. These are the low-end frequencies. So when we're doing that kind of surround sound virtualization, Call of Duty is actually outputting separate extra bass that will get mixed down to stereo if you don't change it. Pulling LFE down to 0 really helps remove some of those sub 120 hertz rumbles and explosions and all of that, and helps decrowd the mix. The side and rear channels I increased to 125 here, just so the things that are not clearly in your vision, whether they're to the side or to the back, are slightly louder. Once you have these settings input, take a quick second to look, screenshot it if you need to. You can close the application. There is no apply. Like I said, this is a graphics user interface for that file in Equalizer APO called HeSuVi.txt. The last thing that we'll need to change is a setting inside of Call of Duty. If you go to your options and you go to audio, the most important thing here is that your output device is set to the device that was configured for 7.1. Whether you had to route your device with ASIO bridge through the Hi-Fi cable and configure that, or if your motherboard supports 7.1 by default, the speaker output should not be stereo. If it's stereo, the Call of Duty application will not send out all of those 8 tracks of surround sound. If it's set to Windows default and you have enabled 7.1 output on your output, whether that's the Hi-Fi cable or your really nice motherboard output, the game will output surround sound. I've confirmed this. I'll show a screenshot here from stream where you can see all of those audio channels going crazy. I'm still using PC Mix because I feel like it compresses all those different channels a lot and makes everything louder. It doesn't sound great, but I feel like I can hear a lot more this way. I'm still playing with in-game master volume. Somewhere between 60 and 70 seems like the happy place for PC. If you want to use home theater, I would recommend cranking this to 80 or 100 even. In the last video, I didn't really provide any samples, but I managed to actually grab a couple clips from stream today, so I want to play those now. If you liked the video, go ahead and throw me a like. Leave me a comment below if this helped you out. Subscribe and click the bell so you know when I upload another one, and I'll be live all week testing this on twitch.tv/art_is_war. Enjoy the gameplay, and until the next one, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.
Wanted target is down. KIA confirmed. Well done.
I can take my contacts out, chat. Burns. It's hurting. It's burning. The sin. It's burning.
towards their network. It's over.
Bro, these everywhere, bro.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Okay, bro. Same place I died at, he just sitting outside. Yeah.
Squad mate is redeploying. Well done.
Not bad for a mouse and key player. Yo, this audio is kind of cheating.
On the roof, bro. Just sitting on top of the roof like some.
This guy is going through it right now.
Resurgence is about to end. Make it count.
Like they literally all on top of the roof, bro.
How do I get up there? I don't...
Yeah, every window, everything.
Gas is inbound.
I just need somebody to push me so I can get some audio cues. Maybe I will go play some multiple. Yo, chat, clip it and ship it.